It's Friday. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's another week. Get my glasses on so I can see you. Welcome. I can't believe it's Friday already. It feels like it was just Friday. Hi, Miss Angel. And I think that's because last week's Friday Night Live just became available. I can't believe Facebook fixed it. Yay, Facebook. I really thought that live was gone forever. And it did make me feel loved when everybody was emailing and asking, I can't find Friday Night Live. So it is up and functioning. So if you missed last week's Friday Night Live, I posted about it in the mgqb Society group last night. And if you're not part of that group, go search it. The mgqb Society. That is our private store Facebook group. Sometimes you get a little bit more detail over there than what sometimes Facebook shows you on the regular page. Hello, Miss Indy, Miss Charlotte, Miss Bev, Yes, Miss Deb, Miss Angel. Oh, Miss Angel's starting vacay. Exciting. Miss Dawn, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy, you were productive. You left home, left class, went home, and then did more on your trivet. I love it. Now it really is a finished project. Oh, thank you, Miss Dawn. These are my sewing themed glasses. We have got scissors and tomato pin cushions and tape measures. I know for some of you it's like it's been Friday for 2 days now. You get 2 Friday nights in a row. It's the world's longest Friday. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Miss Gina. Miss Gina's got it up on YouTube as well. Lots of people have been patiently waiting for it to eventually become available. So exciting. How was everybody's week? Beyond the fact that in this area, it is gray and rainy all week long. This is Maryland, not Seattle. What is up with this? I don't live in the Pacific Northwest for a reason. Although when I was in the Pacific Northwest, it never rained once. I had the most beautiful weather in Portland and Seattle, but it never rained. Yes. Hello, Miss Rochelle. Hi, Miss Kathleen. Hi, Miss Beth. Miss Carol. Miss Rochelle. Yeah, it isn't hot, but I am leaving for hot weather. Yes. Oh, Miss Charlotte, not a problem. You have all of it's here now. So the kits arrived as well today. How many more quilts you got done, Miss Charlotte? And how many you have left before the holidays? Yes, it is. I don't know. I know we do get more rain. Yes, but I'm headed to Mom and I and Dr. Mike are headed to Texas, to Dallas specifically. We're headed out for BERNINA University. Yay, Miss Charlotte! For next week. So I will be live at 5 from Dallas. Or what? I'll really be live at 4 in my time zone. I better set an alarm, or somebody better remind me. Or I will be live at 6 on the East Coast. But I may have to make a change. Depends on if I'm in a class. What's happening there on Friday? Oh, I think we'll be done. We'll be getting ready for the banquet. Yes, I am headed to Buc-ee's. Getting off a plane, getting in a car, and headed right to Buc-ee's. And let's see, Buc-ee's, and we're headed to Waco. Gonna go out to Magnolia because I want to sit in the grass and drink my sweet tea from a mason jar and my Dr. Pepper from a glass bottle, because Texas knows how to do Dr. Pepper. Oh, yes. Oh, I will be live probably multiple times next week. I'll be live to share all of the new holiday OESD. Do we have a guess as to what the village piece is going to be? Does anybody want to guess? We have another gingerbread house, I'm sure, that will be coming. We will have another freestanding village piece. I'm sure there'll be some holiday tile scenes, so I'll be sure to go live, provided that the internet works and connects with me and cooperates. We'll go live from the OESD booth and show you all the new stuff there. Yes, I will let you know. This has been my second visit, my second visit to Magnolia. I enjoyed it when I was out last year in... Is that October? I was there in October, year before last, I think. So yes, I'm gonna eat my cupcake on the grass and drink my sweet tea from the mason jar. So it's really pretty. Oh, look at you, Miss Alicia. I am so proud. Almost done your second block, and Miss Amy's not even started her first. No, my English paper piecing is going with me. On the plane. It's traveling with me. I actually took it to the doctor's office with me on, what day was that? Monday. And I love that doctor to death. I know she runs behind because she'll spend lots of time with you no matter what. So I was like, it's okay. I can work on, I brought stuff to do. It's just fine. I know she runs behind. I'm in no rush. And so I spread out on the table where all my pieces, I had my thread, my scissors, and she walked in the door and she was like, oh, you really did say you had plenty to do. Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Deanne. My arm is okay. I actually have a torn tendon in my elbow. So my left hand, and it is hopefully it's a little better today than it was on Tuesday. Tuesday was rough. Yeah. So don't ask me how I tear a tendon in my non-dominant arm. I don't know. I don't remember. And I do have a tear in my right shoulder, but I'm gonna have to retire. That's it. It's all from working at the quilt shop. So I'm just telling you now, I'm retiring. I'm falling apart. I'm gonna retire. No, I'll be okay. So she did some stuff to my elbow. Could barely use my left hand. And you don't realize how much you use your non-dominant hand until it hurts to use it. So, but I can move it today. Yeah, I knew my shoulder was bad. My shoulder hasn't changed, so that's good. That's what I wanted to verify. So my right shoulder, I've had a tear for a couple of years, and it's not changed, so that makes me feel better. But my elbow is a new one, so I can't do anything easy. It just can't be tennis elbow. It had to be more than that. That's okay. My miracle doctor will fix me up. So I can go back to EPP now because I can squeeze these two fingers. I couldn't do that on Tuesday, let alone try to lift my arm. So anyway, enough about me. We don't need to know all about my injuries. We won't talk about my left foot either. I told you, I'm falling apart, people. The quilt shop is making me fall apart. But anyway, this week, we have, so this past week, we've had a few things come in, not a ton. And next week, the store will be open, regular hours. The gals, all my girls, are going to hold the fort down for us. So we will not have any special hours. Oh, Miss Gina wants to know what happened. This is a burn. Miss Gina wanted to know what happened to my hand. I was putting a pan in the oven and touched the metal rack, the 475 degree metal rack. And you can't drop the pan, so that's what happens. Actually looks better now than it did. But yes, so we will have no special hours. We'll be running regular hours all next week. The week of 4th of July, we will be open on July 1st, which is a Saturday. We will be open on Monday, July 3rd, regular hours. We will only be closed on Tuesday, July 4th. Okay, so just, I'll tell you again next week and multiple times and multiple posts, but we will only, Miss Heather says, see, that's why I don't cook, it's too dangerous. Yeah, I don't eat very much, so surprising that I do, you know, out of practice. But yes, so we will only be closed on Tuesday, July 4th, and then we'll resume regular hours on Wednesday. So I have a few things to show you and talk about. This week, we got in some more holiday fabric. So let's go for a walk. Oh, and I forgot I have an unboxing. I have to open a box. We'll go and do that in a minute. The holiday fabric. So we got a few pieces of Hoffman holiday to arrive. So that fabric that my hand was on was actually fabric. Does it not look like such realistic bows? Here, let me show you. So look at that. Does that not just look like a stack of like Christmas bows sitting there? These are Miss Pam, what we call here at the quilt store, Miss Pam bows. Miss Pam knows how to fold and wrap ribbon into those beautiful bows. So it is so pretty. So this is one of the new pieces. We got in this really pretty silver gray with this little silver dot and white dots, and the silver is actually metallic. And then we have a white with a silver metallic snowflake. That's right, just wrap the present in that fabric and then you don't have to tie a bow. And then we have just a couple of pieces. We have the poinsettia, the large scale Hoffman poinsettia that is trimmed in metallic. We have the infamous metallic berries, this really pretty gold colored swirl, and the background has these are little gold metallic flecks or dots that are in there. And then we have ornaments. So those are our holiday ornaments. The other fabric that we received this week from Hoffman is called Forest Tales. It is not holiday. I'm going to set you on the shelf here so I can show you my little animals. So this is Forest Tales. We have bears and deer. There are a goose or geese. I think that's a rabbit. Yes. I think there's a bluebird on there. It's a really cute animal. Very cute. They're far enough apart. Would look really nice fussy cut. There's some floral bouquets that are in here. What the other parts of this collection, I'll turn the fabric around, the camera around so that you can see it. These 3 leaf prints that coordinate. So this one is on a like tealy dark blue background. It's hard to tell here. This is on a brown background and this is on a cream background. So you can see that leaf. Then there are 4 pieces of this, looks like terrazzo, reminds me of terrazzo, pieces. So we've got this one on aqua, one on brown, one on cream, and then one on a really dark bluey teal. So that there is Forest Tales. Really, really pretty. I like this fall leaf color combination. It's not overly orange, although I like orange. I don't have a problem with orange, but that is just a really different look for fall without being pumpkins, which is what I like. So that's it for fabric. Not a lot of fabric. Gotta, a little bit at a time. We'll have some really pretty holiday white on whites coming next week. There will be some other white on whites that will be arriving next week as well. I'm trying to think as to what's already coming in that I know. There'll be a few more pieces of Christmas fabric next week as well for you guys. In the world of patterns, we got in a couple of new patterns. I just have to see. Up there's the other one. I couldn't see it. We all remember, hello Miss Sharon, hello Miss Diana from Ohio. If you recall back in the day, a few months ago, I know we had them at retreat. We talked about, I've talked about the drawstring bag pattern. Okay, so this particular pattern, there are multiple sizes. You could also go and download, I think there were 2 additional sizes that you could download the measurements from. Then we had one that you could make with mini charms. We now have a drawstring bag that uses 5-inch squares. So he is 13 by 14, okay, and he's got a depth of 4 inches. So we have a charm square one. And then for my Halloween gals, we have a Sacco lantern. So cute. So this little guy right here, he comes with all the information to piece the jack-o'-lantern's face. We will have a sample here. Miss Gwen is working on a sample of him and drawstring. So he is 9 inches by 10 inches, and he's got a 2-inch depth. So could easily be, I think Miss Violet is going to need one, because I think this would be a really cute little candy bag, per se, even though she's too young to go out trick-or-treat for candy, but could be cute. So they are made with yardage. So it's 1/3 of the yard for the main fabric, a 1.5 by 15 inch for the accent. So this is just like a 1-inch strip. And then your lining is 1/3 of a yard. So 2/3 and a scrap for his face. That's there. And then this little guy is got 6 5-inch squares for this top piece, and then 1/3 of a yard for the bottom, and then a 1/2 a yard for lining. And I personally, oh, their names could be embroidered on top. I personally would not make drawstrings. I would use ribbon, personally. I'm just not into making and turning those little tiny tubes. Or you could fold it like a true handle. As well. So that is that. We have a new, oh, we got a sample finish while I walk around. Let's go up here. A new patriotic sample arrived. Last week we talked about the new Make It 3-Yard patriotic book. We also talked about, I didn't talk about it last week, but a few weeks ago we talked about this pattern called Star Spangled from Terry Atkinson, or Atkinson Designs. It has the pattern contains a pattern for the quilt, a table runner, and a placemat. That's there. I know, Miss Crystal, I'm tormenting you with all this patriotic. And Miss Maria this week got the table runner pieced. So this is the Star Spangled table runner using the Liberty Batiks that we have. Okay, and so what's really nice is that these star points are floating star points, so you're not going to lose them in the seams. Okay, that's there. So it was a really quick make. I think she made it in an afternoon here. And then the last patriotic pattern that we have is called Unfurled. So Unfurled is a table runner that has these little individual flags. He ends up like 11 by 58. So he uses the American flag, red, white, and blue, for those pieces. And then there is one more, oh, the Liberty pattern. Sorry, I lied. There's one more. The Liberty pattern. This makes a 45 by 70 inch quilt that contains really just, it's fat quarters. It's 6 reds and 9 whites, and then some blues. And so that's the Liberty quilt. So gearing up for patriotic season. We do have a collection of patriotic fabrics and all that right up front here, right as you come in the front door. The Main Street Celebration bench pillow from Kimberbell is there as well. We also received a new wristlet pattern in at a request of a staff member. So she's going to work on a sample, but from Noodlehead, we have the Yarrow wristlet and pouch. So that has arrived as well. She finished the, there won't be a link for this, Mom, just a note. She finished the Harrelson belt bag. Okay, there it is. So it has it's the 2023 version of a fanny pack. So the Harrelson sample is now all done and on the mannequin over here in the center underneath Mickey Mouse for you to come look at. I gotta get a pencil because I'm losing track on my list. I do have a killer headache, but that's okay. Let's say thank you, Gina. The notions that we received this week. So for my those of you that have done Wander Lane with me, or doing Wander Lane, or maybe watched the Wander Lane YouTube just because you were curious, or you were missing the sound of my voice and wanted to listen to me earlier this week. The Applifuse silicone mats have arrived that I talked about in that video on building your layered appliques. So this is the new mat that I was talking about has arrived. So the Applifuse mat. And if you haven't seen it, I'm so excited. We have a new rotary cutter, a new color, and it's pink. Right after the Material Girls. So we have a new pink 45 millimeter rotary cutter. It's so on brand for us. It's so much prettier than that yellow. So we're going to be changing out all the rotary cutters to be pink because they just make me smile more than that yellow does. So the magenta Olfa 45 rotary cutter is there, and in that rotary cutter is Gina says, I think you're the first person to have it for sale. Is that why I'm shipping it all over the country today? Well, I think I was probably the first person to order it. I swear the email hit the inbox and I was like, oh my God, it's pink. It's pink. And I ordered them right away because I knew my mom was going to be like, oh my God, it's pink. I need one. So I already ordered it and I'm pretty sure it was the moment, probably the first ones to order it. So yes, I get a little excited over pink things. What can I say? As of today, today we did rope sewing. So we learned how to make trivets today with our rope sewing, and we learned how to pivot and take trivets that maybe aren't laying flat and turn them into buckets and bowls. And so in that, we were also talking about how to end the trivet, and Lisa brought up some pieces of leather, and I had my cam snap machine for putting in rivets. So we riveted the leather around the end of the looped end of the cord the way we ended it. And so everybody got to experience a cam snap machine today. It's not something we sell here in the store, but my Mary Beth found somebody to powder coat them. So my cam snap machine is going to be powder coated in cherry blossom pink. And we've got Lisa's getting her cam snaps going to be purple. It's going to match all her hooked on fish fabric. And Mary Beth's got lollipop blue. So we're just going to go into making all them ugly green cam snaps turn into much prettier colors. So, so we are covering up all that ugly. And so now we'll have a rivet machine basically here in the store for you to put rivets in with. It'll be much prettier to look at than what it was. But speaking of that, let's talk hardware. Because the Yarrow and the Harrelson use slightly different sized hardware than I typically carry for Annie's. So, Annie's hardware comes in, there it all is, comes in 1 and 1.5 inch sizes. A lot of these Sally tomato bags, noodle head bags, things like that use smaller sizes like 1/2 and 3/4. So I brought in a couple of things while I figure some stuff out as to what we're going to carry. Sally Tomato has broken her hardware. I gotta not hold that with my left hand. Broken the hardware down into what she calls levels. And so depending upon the level depends upon what you get in with the set. And so we have some level 4 hardware kits that are 3/4 of an inch, okay, that contain 2 swivels, a slider, some D-rings, and a magnet. And then we also have I brought in some 1/2 inch hardware in that size, and we also have, there's the 1/2 inch level 3, and the level 3 is 2 D-rings, a swivel, and a slider. And so there is a couple of different sizes. I tried to bring them in to match those noodle head patterns. We have them in gold, silver, gunmetal, and antique brass are there as well. So we do have some Sally Tomato hardware that we brought in for those, specifically for those particular patterns. So if there's ever anything that you're looking for, please let us know. We are going to start, I'm waiting to get some more leather or pleather in for some of those. The Harleston uses leather, but you can also use some of the cork and things like that for that particular part of the bag. Okay, Kimberbell. Let's talk about Kimberbell here for a second. I talked about it last week. This week, Falling for Autumn is officially here, and I can't pick that up with my left arm. Give me 1 second. So, Falling for Autumn, the quilt kit has arrived. So this is the quilt. Okay, so the kit is here. The embellishments are here. And the design collection. So let me show you the actual quilt, because it's prettier than the graphic, the digital mock-up. So here he is. So there's the quilt. And so cute, those little squirrels. You know what? These candles, they're scented. They actually have scratch and sniff labels for those candles. And as with any of the books, so the book not only contains all the stuff that you can use for the feature quilt, but there are some additional patterns and designs that can be used. And you know, these designs can be used anywhere besides just this quilt. You can apply them to lots of other things for you. The quilt designs for Quilting in the Hoop, the block by block quilting, are sold on the Kimberbell website. So be sure to go through our link to get to her site to purchase the coordinating quilt designs if you're going to do this particular project. Speaking of quilt designs, if you weren't able to join us on Thursday for the Patriotic Table Runner, that video is up on YouTube for you to watch. We do have a few patterns still available through Kits, sorry. Pattern is free. You can download it from her website. So if you are curious about block by block quilting, you've never done it, you're curious as to how it gets done, this is a really easy, quick project that it's repetitive, so you get to understand, it makes sense as to what you're doing, and then he just makes a cute little striped patriotic-ish long, like 56, 57, 58 inches long. Then you just put backing on it, stitch in the ditch, and bind it. And it's done. It's all quilted to look like stars and stripes. Now, a lot of people have asked, are we participating in Kimberbell Day? So the last Saturday of the month of July, not this month, of July, is National Kimberbell Day. Kimberbell is doing some things. They're going to be doing things virtually. It's like a really big, giant Zoom meeting, webinar. We are going to be participating. I've just not nailed down the exact capacity that will be participating. Because everything is timed to Mountain Standard Time, their time, that means it is 2 hours behind us. And so I'm going to maybe do some things a little different, but we will participate in the demonstrations and things here in the store. So if you're not big on technology and logging in and being part of that, we will do that here all day. We're going to have some specials. We're going to do some stuff. So yes, we will be participating in Kimberbell Day. Okay. And lots of other things that are going on. Tomorrow, I think besides my little people, I'm going to say hello to in just 1 second. Tomorrow we are open 9:30 to 3. The classroom is empty tomorrow. So my Queen of Diamonds peeps, if you want to come and hang out and work on your English paper piecing, chat, socialize, come join us. The classroom's open all day long. And hang out and do some stitching. You are welcome to come use the classroom. So the classroom is open. So I have some exciting things. Oh, you want to see? You want to see? Oh, thanks, Mom. I forgot something. Let me go back over here. Mom's posting links to things that she's letting me know I forgot. We did get, I didn't write it on this list. We did get a new marking pen. It's not new. We had it before, but I brought it back. The Sewline Duo marker set is a fine tip rollerball pen, and there is a pen and an eraser for the pen. And so you can mark your line, and then if you want to make it go away, this is basically it's not water, but the chemical that makes this paint, this ink disappear, go together. So that arrived this week, and it's a roller ball, so it rolls nicely across fabric. Okay, now, exciting. It is not the new machine that I was talking about. It is a new machine, but not the new one. So I have a new machine, a new box, a new suitcase system. So we had the Cafe, I'm sold out of the Cafe 770 and the Cafe 475. They are still available, and I am probably going to get some more here in the store, but Bernina has released another special edition model Cafe. It is the Cafe 570. So let me show you. We're going to unbox it because this is what FedEx brought us today. So you can see it because it is a different design that was on the other two machines. So while I unbox here for a second, there's the Cafe print that's there. I'm going to say hello to my little people, and I'm going to see if I can do this while I'm doing something else. So, okay, take a deep breath. Hello, Grady, Layton, Spencer, and Violet. Mimi says hi. I have to say hello to Miss Emma, Abby, Ian, Owen, and Luke. I have Daniel, Austin, Mackenzie, Alyssa. I have Sammy, Alexander. It was good to see you again today. I have Mary Catherine, John Robert, Sage, Leah, Ryder, Cecilia, Ava, Roland, and Chase. Aubrey, Camden. Did I do it? Did I do it? I think I did it. I think I did it. Let me know if I forgot somebody. All right. Let's spin this bad boy around here. Let's back you up so that you can see. And just... Oh, yes, Whidbey and Carlos, honorary little people. As Dr. Mike comes around the corner and say, did you say hello to Whidbey and Carlos? Are you ready? So birdie. And just like with the other machines, with or without embroidery, there are gift boxes that come with the machines with gifts and things as well, depending upon the machine if you get it with or without embroidery. All right, won't make you wait. Look how pretty. So he's kind of a tealy blue. He looks a little baby blue, but it's a little more teal when you see it in person. And the really pretty flowers that are on there. And then it's got the cafe in turquoise right there. And so this is the 570. 570 cafe is here for you to look at. It will be in stock, I believe, in a few weeks. Probably when I get back from Bernina. I'll probably have them ship me some back when I get out there. So, well, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope for those of you in this area we stay dry. I'm going to cross my fingers that the weather holds out so I can get one more long arm delivered tomorrow before we leave. That way that she can enjoy it while we're out of town. So I hope everybody comes next week and say hello to the girls. Don't abandon us because I'm not here. I know you love Mom and I, but but come see the girls. They love you too. They want you to come keep them company. But yes, me too, Miss Crystal, me too. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you real soon.